almost Shabbat Shalom with your throat chakra. This bowl is the throat chakra's bowl. You know, our throat chakra is a bridge, is a gateway for the well-being of all our chakras. If something is not aligned, if any of the other chakras are not aligned, including the throat itself, it'll be reflected through our voice. Our voice is a holographic representation of everything that we are. Hi, I'm iLan Azulai, spiritual life coach and a sound therapist, and I bring you Kabbalistic and Judaic concepts. How do they apply to our daily life? So welcome, almost Shabbat Shalom. So the throat chakra really kind of applies to our theme this week. We have the throat chakra, we have Hanukkah is coming up, dun, 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 dun. The festival of lights, where the light, the candle, one flame evaporates darkness. Right? Evaporates darkness. When we light a candle in a dark room, the darkness doesn't go to that side, it just evaporates. Suddenly we can see. And this is the power of our voice. This is the power of our single voice, of our individual light. That our individual light can eradicate so much darkness around us. We're a time of miracles, we're at times where things are shifting, everything is flipping over in the world around us, also within us, possibly. And everything is really reflected through our voice. Our voice is a holographic representation of everything that we are. In the sound analysis that I do, we can identify what traumas affects you. Are you telling the truth? Are you connected to what you're saying? It's all in our voice. It's all in our voice. But today I want to bring the portion of this week, Vayeshev, and also that Hanukkah is happening next week at the exit of Christmas. So we have Hanukkah, and the Hanukkah story is, and I will talk about it also on the eve of Hanukkah, but it is about one bowl of oil, one canister of oil that was found after the destruction of the temple, that was supposed to be enough for one day, but it was enough for the entire 8 days. So these 8 days are considered Hanukkah. And there's a lot of energy, a lot of potential to shift and to change and to harness what we want to manifest. So if our voice is a holographic representation of everything that we are, and we can identify the traumas, we can identify things that we need to bring into balance, we can even, how easy it is and how easy it is to understand that we can use our voice to manifest what we want. The frequencies, everything is a frequency. So now this portion of this week, Vayeshev, talks about Jacob finally, after dealing with Esau, his brother, finally came back to Canaan in English, Canaan in Hebrew, as we say in Hebrew, Canaan, and settled there, and he has his kids. And he had one kid that he favorited more, Joseph. And this portion is also teaching us about how not to favor one child. If you have many kids, one child, not to favor one on top of the other, because that will lead to jealousy, and jealousy leads to hatred. So this is the story of Joseph that was sharing his dreams that were actually visions, and his brothers were jealous. And Jacob made him a shawl with stripes. And at that time, with the technology that they had at that time, making a striped shawl was very expensive and unique. So they wanted to kill, when Joseph went to check on them, when they were in the desert with the cattle, they wanted to kill him. And Reuben, one of the brothers, said, no, let's not kill him. Let's leave him in the pit. And they took his clothing, dipped it with blood of a lamb, and told Jacob, look, an animal, a bad animal ate Joseph. You recognize this shawl? He says, yes. And turns out that Joseph was picked up by the Midians and was sold into to Egypt, to Potiphar, who was the head of the one of the chefs in the Pharaoh castle. And from there he rose, and then the wife of Pharaoh wanted him, and he resisted the temptation, but she framed him that he wanted to hit on her, and they put him in the cell. And after years where he solved Pharaoh's dreams, he was brought up to Pharaoh, and then he became the second in command of entire Egypt. And then the story where the brothers and father came to Egypt. But this is a time of miracle. This is a time of how do we take what is happening, and we recognize that what is happening is always going to be for the good of our journey, for the good of what we need, for the good of our continuation, for our soul contract. Because we had a contract when we came here. We had a contract to elevate our neshama, the neshama that is in the pineal gland. If we take a line from here, from the ears, and here, or in the middle, there's the pineal gland. That is the source of everything. So the manifestation of magic, you know, I mean, you know, many times we see things that we don't understand, we call it magic. But this is all for the good of our journey. And when we use our voice intentionally, and when we use our intentions to drive the voice, to drive the vehicle, which is the voice, we get where we need to get. And we understand that everything that is happening for the good of us, so we let things happen the way they are. And many times, God reduces us, or what appears to be reducing, brings us to really rock bottom for us to contemplate, for us to understand, for us to go inside and recognize what is happening. So this is time of miracles. This is time of magic. And look at what you have, and look at what we have. And bring this magic to the light. Bring this light to eradicate darkness. All the darkness that is around, all the distractions. Be steadfast, be strong. Banu choshech legaresh. We came here to eradicate darkness. We'll see you again in Hanukkah. Have fun, enjoy, and manifest. Shabbat Shalom.